Yeah, I know that's a really terrible title for a YouTube video, but I was like trying to think like what happened interesting in the 8 minutes that I recorded in Nickelodeon Universe in Minnesota, and that's about the only thing that came to mind. And it made you click the video, right? So I guess I did my job. Anyway, this was my third stop on a very very long day, and the first day of my coaster trip like a month and a half ago and shit. And we started in Nebraska and then went to Arnold's Park and then went to Nickelodeon Universe after the second park, which I forgot to mention, which was Valley Fair. So I was very tired. It was already 14 hours into the day, and I was like, look, let's get these credits out of the way. I know this place isn't very important because our hotel's down the street and I'm about to sleep like a motherfucker. I'm so tired. Anyway, I'm already seeing the dislikes and the angry comments from mothers of children saying you can't be using the word motherfucker in a fucking video about Nickelodeon. I'm doing it. Sorry, call your congressman and get my channel banned, I guess. Anyway, over there in front of you is a Fairly Odd coaster. It's a Fairly Odd and good commentary, right? No, I'll be real. Compared to the other Gerstlauer spinners, it's pretty damn good. It's better than the Pandemoniums, I think. And I don't think it's the best ride in the park, but good family ride, yeah. Down there is Pepsi Orange Streak, the one that actually did close because a kid vomited on it. It's my favorite ride in the park, even though I can see a lot of people calling it like their least favorite in the park. I don't know. It's basically an extended monorail, but it's a lot of fun. You see that thing going up and down right there? That is fucking Avatar Airbender, which I was going to do last, and I made a mistake by doing that because by the time I went to go ride it, it was closed for the day, and I think the reason why it was just staffing. I don't think it broke down or anything. They just wanted to send people home, which is pretty fucking whack as hell. Anyway, for the third video in a row, you see my friend wearing a Wonderland Amusement Park t-shirt, because receipts, this is all one long day. Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota in one day. You know, only crazy people like us do this kind of shit. Anyway, so this is at the Mall of America. I think it's still the biggest mall in the U.S. I went when I was like 8 years old, and I don't really remember much because I was 8. And I guess I maybe did Pepsi Orange Streak then. I probably didn't, but anyway, I did it this time. And now they have a bunch of other roller coasters too, and there's SpongeBob. I'm weird in that like my Nickelodeon phase ended right before SpongeBob, so I have like no SpongeBob memories, but like Rocco and like Ah Real Monsters and shit. Yeah, absolutely love that. Huge part of my childhood. What's not part of my childhood, adolescence, or adult life is that fucking Avatar Airbender coaster that decided to close on me, and I'm not really appreciative of that considering I live in Louisiana, which is quite far from Minnesota, so my chance to get back on this. I mean, it's an intimate half pipe, so I guess when I go to the other Nickelodeon bullshit in New Jersey or, God forbid, Elitch Gardens, I can ride one of these things. But still, I never, this is like a model I never rode before, and it really like chewed on my asshole. I mean, I guess you have footage, but I mean, I'm on the sidelines just like you because I can't give you an opinion about how it rode because I didn't get the credit. It's a really unfortunate tragedy. Look at that. Didn't ride it. Sucks a dick. Especially since it's an Intamin. Like, I haven't ridden a new Intamin since, like, what, Pantheon? I mean, man, I wanted to ride that. What a fucking unfortunate tragedy. Anyway, I just talked to you about Fairly Odd Why am I pointing at that again? Keep walking, man. So, Fairly Odd Coaster, yeah, it spins. You have 6 points remaining. I don't know what those points go toward. I don't know. Look, I was just exhausted. I was like, my eyes were drooping. Woke up at 5 a.m. and it was like 8 p.m. here. And I was just riding the rush of adrenaline because I was like, yeah, that woman right there, her exhaustion, that's me, man. Look, that woman's on the phone like, wow, these motherfuckers have been up for 15 hours. Can you believe it? What a story called TMZ. That's so interesting. Everyone cares. Caricatures. Like, what? Like, how is that a profitable thing in a mall? Like, tourists just care about. Why do they care about that? It's not interesting. All right. So what else is going on here? There's another view of the Fairly Odd bullshit. I'm not a fan of it. Wait, I just said that I was. Anyway, I changed my mind. That I'm angry at it because Avatar Airbender didn't open. I know that logic makes no sense. That little log flume over there, I was told it's the best ride at Nickelodeon Universe, and I guess that's not something I can comment on either because it decided to be fucking closed too. Yay, wonderful. You know, like the one time I'm ever like primarily excited to get on a log flume and the son of a fuck doesn't want to open, that really chews on my ass. I really don't like that whatsoever. So, you know, just like you got to watch a POV on YouTube and settle for that nonsense. So Pepsi Orange Streak, I did like I went to ride it and then I had to not ride it and ride something else first instead because a kid vomited on the on the monorail. So like you must have the weakest stomach on planet Earth. Like you didn't vomit on fucking SpongeBob Rock Bottom Plunge, the Eurofighter. No, you vomited on the monorail coaster. I mean, man, you should just call it right now and not be on amusement parks anymore. Even though you're like 8, even when you're 40, you're still going to be pathetic. I hate that for you. What was that, Dora the bitch? I don't know anything about her, and this is past my time too, because I'm 35. I'm old, I guess. There's a carousel. No opinions on that. Never rode it. I don't think I ever will. Oh, and down there's the Eurofighter. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite ride in the park, because for God knows what reason, that long ass orange train monorail. I like it more. I don't know. But for a Eurofighter, it's pretty good. I mean, it's obviously not the same thing as TMNT Shellraiser, because everyone knows that's better, even though I haven't ridden it yet. I mean, it's a Takabisha clone. Why wouldn't it be better than that? Rugrats. Rugrats were kind of part of my childhood, but I never enjoyed it. Like, after watching Doug, I would change the channel right away when Rugrats came on. Or maybe I'd last like 5-10 minutes because I didn't feel like reaching for the remote. Pineapple Poppers. Sounds like food I want because I'm high. Grub. This is just Grub. Like, you want some food, just go to Grub. Eat some Grub. That flat over there, that little spinning thing, I guess it was defective or something, or I don't know how it works. So, if you do it right, you do like the little flapping thing, and you do like a continuous just spin the entire time. Well, I don't know if I was exhausted or mentally incompetent, probably the latter, but I couldn't get it to spin. I was just awkwardly like, facing like, horizontal spin something. I don't even know how to describe what I'm talking. I couldn't get it to spin, and it made me upset. And it's like, I'm kind of as exhausted right now narrating this video as I was when I was at this park. I mean, I know this is probably one of my weakest videos so far, but like, oh yeah, back at the Barnyard BS, like they didn't let us ride that, or it was closed. One of those two things. But I didn't get that credit either. I only got like 3 of the 5, and that's whack as hell. I don't know how much left. This has got, yeah. Okay, so here, yeah, I was filming there. That's where the kid vomited, and then there's the SpongeBob thing again. Look, it's better than like. It's got a lot more oomph than like Iron Shark and Daredevil Dive and stuff. So in that regard, it's cool. But does it like hold a candle to the actual better, the Infinities and stuff? Not a chance in a Blue Monkey's asshole hell. So you should just go south to Adventureland and ride a real Gerstlauer. And that right there, if you know how to ride that, good for you. I'm happy for you, but I don't know how to fucking do it. Really annoying. I don't know if I'm going to get to. I watched tutorials on how to do it, and I still couldn't do it. It makes me feel so stupid. I'm just gonna say that the ride was broken, and that's why I couldn't do it. Anyway, my favorite ride in this park, I forget what it's called because I'm not paying attention, but it's some spinning like ride thing. I think it's Zamperla something. I'm probably wrong. Anyway, you can control your spin, and I didn't get any footage of it. But when you see the little circular thing where like you have like a joystick or whatever, you need to get on that because it's intense as hell. It's like some X2 shit. It's way better than the rest of the other stuff in this park. And Crayolas. This is creepy. Like this the dead mall vibes. Honestly, if you guys were wondering about like my POV kind of style that I do, I totally like stole the format from like Dan Bell and all the other Dead Mall videos, because you may have continuous things to look at. Anyway, I promise my next video will be better and less shit than this one. So here's the exit.